Hey Ken, in this video I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. My name is Seleni and I work with small business owners across the state of Utah. I'm actually based out of Utah County myself, so I put together this quick custom video for you about your online presence and specifically how you stack up against your top competitors. There is no sales pitch here, just pure value. So at this point, you're most likely sitting there asking yourself, why would she be doing this and what's the catch here? Well, that is totally a fair question. Most local business owners are just too busy actually running their business, swamped with payroll, helping customers, answering questions, dealing with employees, staying on top of their jobs. Many times, learning how to leverage the internet to benefit their company just gets buried underneath all the other to-dos. And let's be real, half the time the only reason they haven't hired somebody yet is because they don't know who to trust and who is truly an expert. So that's exactly why I make videos like this. I've found that by giving people an easy free attack plan of actual things they can do to impact their business for free, it's resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and saying, I like you, Seleni, can you please just handle this for me? So if by the end of this video you've liked what you've heard and can see that I've got a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan that I gave to you and do it yourself, that totally works for me too. Now let me show you the 3 things that'll set 5-star bath solutions above your competition. And I don't want to waste any more of your time or mine, so I'll be as brief as possible. The 3 things that I want to cover today is first, content, second, citations, and third, backlinks. So first up is content. So you can see content here can be considered anything on this front page that is being highlighted. So it can be text, it can be pictures, what the pictures are saved as, what's behind the pictures. That all can be considered content. Now to kind of show you an example of the images, let me scroll down here. You want to see what your images are actually saved as. As you can see, I've looked through a few of your pictures. It doesn't look like they have the specific descriptions and keywords on them. By including those detailed descriptions using keywords, that can help boost your rankings as well. And again, just remember, all of this content are things that the Google bots can read and basically get an idea of what is this business? What services do they offer? What areas are they targeting? And all of that is going to help position you in the search ranking. So the goal is having unique and authoritative content. You want to have enough of it to add in the keywords and key phrases that people are going to be searching for in Google for someone to find the services that you offer. Most business owners know that they need content, but they don't know that in order to rank number 1 on Google for, say, plumbing, the average content count needs to be 1,500 to 2,400 words on your homepage, while making sure that it contains the right keywords and phrases that your customers are actually searching for. Right now, when I looked up your website, it's got roughly 1,600 to 1,700 words on your website, so you're doing great with the minimum numbers there. I think the biggest thing is going to be focusing on those specific keywords, which we'll dive into a little bit more here in just a moment. So let's actually dive over into my tool. This is called Ahrefs. It's a really cool tool. Typically costs a couple $100 per month, but it essentially gives me behind the scene details that Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a site. And we can get an idea of what's working well for you, what's working well for your competition. So I ran a quick scan for your competition here. This is for Rebath. And initially we can kind of see an overview of how they're doing. We can see how many keywords they've got here on their website and the kind of traffic that they are driving with that. We're actually going to click here in on their keywords so we can see the exact keywords they're ranking for. So you can see here the position that they're at and type of search volume. So second position here for Utah bathroom remodel. It's got about 100 searches per month there. Third, 4th position right in there for bathroom remodel Utah. Let's see down here. 3rd position, Salt Lake City bathroom remodel, 40. You can see here, it kind of gives you an idea. Each keyword has its own volume and positioning that's associated with it as well. Now, if we jump over here into your website, we can see the same thing. We can see the overview of your website, how many keywords are on your website there, and the type of traffic that it's pushing as well. Diving into your keywords here, just looking at the positioning, it looks like you're ranking 3rd for bathroom solutions, 150 search volume. A lot of these other buyer intent keywords here, it looks like you're ranking 9th. anything plus 9 with your, or above 9 for the 9th position on any of these other keywords. So you've got bathroom remodel, Salt Lake City, 210, bathroom remodeling, Salt Lake City, bathroom model, Salt Lake City at 100. You've got a lot of really awesome keywords in here. The biggest thing is just making sure we can provide the proper value or proper authority to then be able to push these keywords to be seen and to be ranked. And we'll get into that in just a moment. I also wanted to mention here, you are second position for this on 5-star bathroom remodeling, which is a great position to be in. The biggest thing to consider here with keywords is you want to typically go with keywords that are a little more general. Not bad to have this one, but just thinking of where the volume is going to be, unless somebody's already aware of your company and your company name, they're typically going to be searching something a little bit more generic, like these other keywords that you've got up here. And that's really where you see those volume numbers coming into them. So the first thing, kind of wrapping up, that you need to do to beat your competition online is just getting that minimum of 1,500 words. You're already past that. The biggest thing at this point is to drive home the keyword-rich content. And that's 100% beatable if you get this done. Now, let's check this out. We're going to go over to Google and we're going to put in one of those top keywords, bathroom remodeling, Salt Lake City. First of all, here at the top, we see the ads section. So here's the thing about ads. Ads can work, but they can also be a money pit if your foundation, like your website, isn't dialed in. So just be careful to not burn your money with Google ads until you know for sure that your site is going to convert. So we're actually going to jump below the ads. We're going to jump down in here to this coveted map section. So this area has a lot to do with the second most important thing that we're going to talk about, which is citations. So you're probably asking yourself, what's a citation? Why do they matter? Well, those are great questions. So this section right here is called the Google Map Pack. I'm sure you've seen it. I'm sure you've used this section. And honestly, at some point, you've probably even asked yourself, how do I get my business up on here? So citations are super simple. They are just your business name, address, and phone number being listed on a bunch of online directories like this. So Yelp, Yellow Pages, City Star, and so on. But they need to match your Google listing exactly. Having citations like these help Google to be able to verify you and give relevance to your local business. So the number one thing you could do today to push your business up and get them into the top 3 spots in that map pack is just to be able to increase your citation game. When you get more citations than your competitor, especially citations from authoritative and industry-specific websites, your credibility boosts and you gain more trust from Google, which will then push you up in the competition. So you might be asking yourself, well, great, but how do I actually do that? We use tools like WhiteSpark or Bright Local that'll tell us exactly which directories your competition is listed in. We can literally go down the list and match their directories that they're on, but we don't want to just stop there at matching them. We want to dominate them. So if your competitor has 100 citations, we're going to go out and get 150 or 200 citations. And that pretty much wraps up citations for us. So now we're going to talk about the third thing that I want to go over with you, which is backlinks. This is often called link juice. This is the third pillar that will really help you dominate on Google. So after we've got this high volume keyword here, you've got the ad section, below that the map packs. Well, just below the map packs, then you're starting to get into the organic listings section. Now, this is where you want to be. And in order to be here, you've got to beat out your competition in every aspect. You need authority. So how do you get authority? Well, this is where the backlinks comes into play. Simply put, a backlink is when one website links to another website online. So think of it like this. Site A links to site B, then site A gives B some of its link juice or authority, kind of like a vote of confidence in Google's eyes. And the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link. So the easiest way to think about link juice is to simply think about it almost like a popularity contest back in high school. You want the coolest, most popular kid to be recommending you. So in this popularity contest, the business with the most relevant backlink wins. So, and I say relevant because not all backlinks are created equal. So you are a bathroom remodeler, right? Well, you wouldn't want a backlink from an ice cream shop linking back to you because you guys don't churn ice cream. Although tasty, that backlink would be kind of useless to you. But having a backlink from a local blog or industry linking to you, that would be much more effective. Now, if we jump over here back into our tool again, we can actually see that we've got 59 backlinks pointing back to your website. This is good, not bad, but not dominant. Jumping over here to your competitor, we can see they've got 107 sites. From often, or a lot of them from strong, relevant sources. So again, how do we get these? Well, with Ahrefs, we can actually click on here and we can see the exact sites linking to them, and we can go out and get the same links for your business. Again, this is very beatable in time. So again, getting you to the top of Google is not magic. It's just a tried and true method, and I've shown that to you today. So again, those 3 things that you can do to grow your online presence today is first, focus on your content, just making sure that you've got the right keywords and key phrases. And that's actually paired with the 3rd thing of backlinks. If you've got the keywords and key phrases, which it appears that you've got a lot of really good keywords there, you just need to get pushed up with this position. So you really need to focus on your authority and the backlinking to be able to actually utilize those keywords that you've got and push you to the top. And then that 2nd thing that we kind of skipped over, just citations. Getting your name, address, and phone number listed on all of the online directories to beat out your competition by a landslide. If you do those 3 things, you can actually be number 1 across Google. It's just that simple. So I'm sure you're wondering at this point, okay, well, now what? Well, you basically have 2 options. You can go ahead and take this information I've provided to you today and do this on your own. I'm totally cool with that. Or if you have found this information valuable and you are one of those business owners to still raise their hands for the most effective route to save yourself time and hassle, simply respond to my email. We'll set up a time to chat and we'll dive deeper into your specific situation and see what I can do to help your business really thrive. Once again, my name is Seleni and I look forward to your email. Have a great one.